Hi, my name is Michelle. I am the daughter of a doctor who circumcises infants. She's an OBGYN. My mom took me with her one day to watch a circumcision. She did that because she really wanted me to be a doctor, and she thought it would be fun to take me with her to work one day to see what she does. The nurse brought the baby in and he was sound asleep. He was so sleepy, so asleep that when they unbundled him and took off his diaper, took off everything and laid him down on the table, which I learned later is called the circumstraint, he slept through the whole thing. And my mom tied his arms and legs down, and he slept through all of that. And I remember, even though he was asleep and he wasn't in any sort of distress from it, I remember thinking how horrible that looked, to see a baby boy tied down like that. It just looked terrible. And my mom covered him with some paper sheets, and she covered every part of him except his face and his little... It didn't look like anything was extra that needed to be removed. It didn't look like it needed to be altered in any way. So my mom the whole time was very cheerful and talking to me the way a teacher would talk to a student. She was saying, "Oh, now we're going to do this, and now I'm going to do this," and I was just watching. She used some instrument, and she was talking to me and telling me she's just going to insert this underneath the foreskin to protect so that she doesn't accidentally injure it. And when she inserted that under the foreskin, that's when the baby screamed like all I remember is how incredibly horrified I was, how I felt, and how he looked, and how he was screaming like he couldn't have possibly screamed any worse. I mean, she could have been murdering him. She could have been cutting off his arms and legs and killing him and doing anything to him, and he couldn't have possibly screamed worse than that. So I was watching him screaming and watching how terrible it looked, that he was literally tied down and his was sticking straight up, and my mom was hunched over him doing what she was doing while he was just screaming in agony. And I felt just so many feelings at once. I felt like just how awful it looked, that he couldn't defend himself, that he couldn't push her away, he couldn't even writhe, he couldn't even move around in pain. He was just strapped down. All he could do was scream. And I remember being so shocked because, as I said before, I thought the first cry would be of him getting a shot. And so I was just appalled that, as far as I could tell, he was feeling every bit of this, and his little was just completely exposed and sticking out for her to do what she was doing, and that there was nothing he could do. So then, my mom seemed completely unfazed by this at all. And then the baby just stopped. he just completely, instantly stopped screaming. His eyes were already shut, but his mouth was wide open, and his face was all red, and he instantly stopped crying and just kind of closed his mouth more and didn't make a sound. Then my mom just continued as she was, and she said, he's just sleeping. And I was like, oh my God, I know he's not sleeping, because he was sleeping before she started. He was woken up out of his sleep to those screams, and now it was like he could have been dead. I mean, I knew he wasn't dead, but he was just completely non-responsive. And so then she used the knife and cut around the device and cut the foreskin off, and he wasn't even moving. And I remember wondering if he could feel any of that at that point, because it was like he wasn't even there. And then when she finished, his looked like any other circumcision that I had seen. And it was done successfully. There wasn't any extra bleeding or any problems as far as I could tell beyond what had been done to him. But obviously you can tell I was very disturbed by this. So the nurse was the one who bundled him up again, put his diaper on him, and she seemed very upset. She seemed like she couldn't stand what she had just watched. And I remember so well how she held him close to her and was shaking him, and she was saying these words, poor little man, over and over again. And my mom was just happy and cheerful and like, oh, what do you want to, maybe we should go to the store, or, we're just going to head on out. And like, it was no big deal at all. To me, I remember being kind of just bombarded with this thought, something is wrong with my mom. Something's terribly wrong with my mom. She doesn't know right from wrong. She doesn't know what other people's feelings are. She's supposed to be helping people. She's a doctor, and look what she just did. I have described this incident to several people, and I say, this was torture. I watched her torture a baby.